Science has discovered something ancient yogis taught thousands of years ago, that the human body is not just physical, it's energetic. And the more you look at the research, the more you realize that what was once dismissed as mysticism may actually be part of your biology. Modern studies show that your cells emit tiny flashes of light called biophotons, that your heart and brain create powerful electromagnetic fields, and that your inner state can change the energy you radiate. But long before any of this science existed, ancient traditions were already mapping this subtle body, describing prana, chakras, nadis, koshas, auras, and layers of energy that shape your health, focus, and consciousness. I didn't understand any of this until I felt it myself. Years ago, during a breathwork session, something shifted. It was like a switch flipped inside me. My thoughts got quiet, my body felt lighter, and my awareness expanded in a way that's hard to describe. It wasn't dramatic or mystical. It just felt like everything inside me suddenly lined up. At the time, I didn't have the language for it. I didn't know terms like coherence, biofield, or subtle energy. But looking back, I now understand that what I experienced was alignment. The subtle body waking up, becoming organized, becoming felt. And that raised a powerful question for me. What if this subtle energy isn't mystical at all, but a real, measurable part of your biology? What if the ancient maps were simply describing the energetic side of the human body that science is only now beginning to study? Scientists today are beginning to confirm something ancient energy traditions have described for thousands of years, that the human body is surrounded and permeated by a biofield, a subtle field of energy and information that helps regulate everything from your mood to your physiology. This isn't abstract or mystical. Your heart creates an electromagnetic field that extends several feet beyond your body. Your brain creates its own measurable field. Even your cells generate electrical charges. Put simply, your heart, your brain, your cells, all create electric and magnetic fields. And when millions of these microscopic signals sync together, they create the energetic environment we call the energy body. Researchers exploring biofield science have found clues that this field may support communication, self-regulation, emotional balance, and even healing. When your internal systems are working together, your breath, your nervous system, your thoughts, you produce a state called coherence. This is when your energy body becomes organized instead of chaotic. Ancient yogis described this as prana flowing freely. Today, scientists describe it as the body's natural field achieving harmony. But the science goes deeper. One of the most fascinating discoveries in modern biology is that your cells emit light. Extremely faint flashes called biophotons are constantly being released from your DNA and cellular structures. You can't see them with your eyes, but specialized instruments can measure them. A researcher named Fritz Albert Popp proposed that these biophotons may actually be part of how cells communicate, not just through chemicals, but through light. And here's where it gets interesting for energy work. Meditation, breathwork, and emotional regulation appear to change biophoton patterns. When you're stressed, your light emission becomes disorganized. When you're calm, present, or coherent, your biophoton output becomes more structured. In other words, your inner light responds to your state of consciousness. This gives new meaning to practices that increase prana, because prana may be influencing not only your breath and mind, but your energy body physiology. Now, when you put this alongside ancient energy anatomy, the parallels become impossible to ignore. Yogic teachings describe nadis, subtle channels that guide the flow of prana. Modern science describes electromagnetic pathways and networks of conductivity throughout the body. Ancient texts describe chakras, energy centers that regulate consciousness and vitality. Modern models describe distribution hubs, where electromagnetic activity concentrates, like the heart, gut, and brain. The koshas, layers of being, map almost perfectly onto modern concepts of physical, energetic, mental, intuitive, and bliss states. It's not that ancient systems were poetic metaphors. They were internal maps made from experience, describing the subtle dynamics of the human energy system long before science could measure any of it. And then there's frequency. Every cell in your body vibrates. Your emotions vibrate. Your breath changes your internal frequency. When your thoughts, breath, and nervous system align, your frequency becomes coherent. This isn't magic, it's biology. When you're coherent, you think more clearly, recover faster, make better decisions, and feel more grounded. Many so-called healing experiences may simply be moments when the body finds this coherent frequency again, when the internal energy body realigns with itself. This is why ancient traditions used breathwork, meditation, mantra, movement, and focused attention. They were tools for tuning the body's energy field, long before we used terms like frequency healing, energy medicine, or quantum energy. They were creating alignment in the subtle energy biology that science is only now beginning to understand. Now that you understand how the subtle body works, let's make it real. Because you don't learn energy by thinking about it, you learn it by feeling it. So here's a simple practice that takes just 60 seconds and aligns your biofield almost instantly. Close your mouth and inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 1. Then exhale gently for 6 seconds. As you breathe, bring your awareness to the center of your chest, like your consciousness is resting there. On every exhale, imagine your energy field smoothing out, becoming more organized, like ripples on a pond settling into stillness. Do this for 5 slow rounds. If you pay attention, you'll notice a few things shift. Your mind becomes calmer, your energy feels clearer, almost like someone wiped fog off a window. You may feel warmth or tingling in your hands, chest, or face. You might feel a subtle heaviness or pressure in your forehead, and your awareness expands, not outward, but inward, like your whole system is settling into alignment. That feeling is coherence. It is both scientific and spiritual. It's the moment your breath, your nervous system, and your energy body sync together. And once you know how to find it, you can return to it anytime you need it. Your subtle body is real, and you can train it. If you want a simple guide that walks you through breathwork, prana practices, and energy activation techniques step by step, I made a free resource for you. Download the Energy Activation Blueprint. Start training your energy, and everything in your life begins to rise.